Hey everybody, Parlay Week 2 is brought to you by BETR Picks. Right now, new users can register, play $10, and get $30 instantly, win or lose. Just click the link in the description or sign up with code BENCHED to claim your bonus today. BETR Picks, sports just got better. All right, everybody, welcome to Week 2 of Parlay'd. I am your host, Derrick Vu, and right now we're going to go over the Week 1 picks just to have a little accountability. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, the prop parlay from week 1. Fortunately I picked 4 legs, and the only one that hit was Jacoby Myers 50 plus receiving yards. All right, everybody. I may be the only one that's been singing Geno Smith's good graces. He likes to find his receivers. All right. New England was down a corner, so Jacoby Myers plus 50 was a lock. Unfortunately, the other 3 did not hit. CMC anytime TD. He was the only offensive threat. Yeah, didn't get the ball in the end zone. Nico Collins, you can't get 2 catches against the Rams, buddy. Chase Brown, unfortunately, I had the over on the 25 receiving yards. We're going to go, how about a little zero burger, Chase Brown? No catches. Come on. You guys almost lost to the damn Browns. Moving on, we have the week 1 early retirement parlay. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Early retirement sounds great. Yeah, I only hit 2 out of the 6 legs, but I did tell everybody take the teaser. And if you listen to me, a 7-point teaser, $50, a modest $50 would have won you $250. All right. Moving on, we have the week 1 early retirement parlay. Now, I know what you may be thinking. It was looking so good. Plus 44, 73, Derrick, is too good to be true. Well, it was, okay? We only hit 2 out of the 6 legs. But if you did listen to me, you guys would have listened to about the teaser. And if you took the 7-point teaser, you would have made a plus 350. If you did take the 7-point teaser parlay, you would have had it at plus 350 odds, all right? $50 would have won you $175. You heard it here first, okay? Now, if you did take the 6-point teaser parlay, you would have only hit 5 out of 6. That one leg, Detroit blew it at Green Bay. We missed it by 1 point if you took the 6-point teaser parlay. I hope everybody took the points. A win's a win. Go with the 7-point teaser parlay sometimes if you just need to see it go in. Speaking of seeing it go in, the one parlay we did hit last week is the just got to see one go in parlay. I'm talking heavy favorites. Eagles over Cowboys, dub. Commanders over the Giants, dub. Bengals sweat a close one at the Browns. All right, dub. Plus 139. I hope everybody took it because that was almost as easy money as it gets.
This episode is brought to you by BETR Picks. New users get $10 plus up to $200 on your first deposit. Just use code BENCH, that's BENCHD, or hit the link in the description below to cash in today.
All right, moving on. Let's get to the week 2 picks. I'm here to help me help you. All right, this is not financial advice, but I do want to help you. And when I say help, I want to say help to early retirement. All right, we got another 6-legger, everybody, plus 47.25. Give me the Giants at Dallas under 44.5. What are the Giants doing on offense? I don't know. Russell Wilson doesn't know. Nobody knows, okay? You can't throw a first and goal to the left tackle and expect to score a lot of points. Give me Giants at Dallas under 44.5. I actually do think Brian Schottenheimer gets his first win here at home. Now, next, the Battle of New York, or should I just say the New York, New Jersey area. Buffalo at New York Jets over 46.5. The Jets surprisingly did a great job with Justin Fields. They had a great steady offense. They mixed it up, run, pass. I expect them to have some success against the Bills. The Bills, hey, as long as you got Josh Allen, you should be putting up some points. Give me the over 46.5 on that one, okay? Next up, we have New England at the dreadful Miami Dolphins. No one knows what they're doing. Did they even have a plan coming into this season with Tyreek Hill? They just thought Tua and Tyreek would just make up. They look completely lost out there. You guys lose, get blown out to Danny Dimes and the Indianapolis Colts. I heard his new nickname is Indiana Jones. Okay, so I'm not going to have any confidence in Miami. New England still finding their offense, honestly. So New England at Miami under 43.5. All right. Next, we're going to have Atlanta plus 3.5 at Minnesota Vikings. I know Minnesota Vikings had a good fourth quarter, but for 3 quarters, we saw them stink up the joint. I'm not saying Atlanta did much better, but in the fourth quarter, they pretty much had the same similar situation in Minnesota. Michael Penix was donning it up. All right, they had them for they went for the win with Drake London. Yeah, he sold a little bit. Maybe he got hurt. That's not on him. Michael Penix, willed his team to a lead with stretching out Space Jam style over the goal line. I love Michael Penix, obviously. I think Atlanta plus 3.5 at Minnesota is really sneaky. They could have even sent that game to overtime if Young Hoku doesn't shank that to the right. All right. So I like Atlanta plus 3.5 at Minnesota with the rematch against JJ McCarthy from the 2023 National Football Championship. Moving on, we have the SF at New Orleans under 40.5. Okay. The battle of Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler. I don't think anybody really wants to see this quarterback matchup. Maybe even the fans who have the tickets, they probably want to get rid of these tickets. Okay. Give me the under 40.5. These offenses are going to be hard to watch. Now, closing it out on Monday night, give me Tampa Bay at Houston over 42.5. Tampa Bay looks amazing with Emeka Egbuka. I have him on all of my fantasy teams. 2 TDs in his rookie debut. Come on. You heard the pick, Emeka Egbuka for the futures. He's on his way to getting there. And then Houston, you put up a dud at LA Rams. CJ Stroud, you're an LA native, and you play at SoFi Stadium. Didn't play great. Nico Collins, 2 catches. You got outgained by your rookie, Jaden Higgins. I mean, LA Rams, that was a playoff team, but come on now. I like Houston. I think they got too many weapons to not score that many points. They do got to work on their offensive line. But Tampa Bay loves scoring points. Give me the over 42.5 on that one Monday night to close it out. Again, 6 legs plus 47.25. Or if you listened to me last week, you could take the teaser. All right, a 6-point teaser will give you plus 500 odds. 7-point teaser will give you plus 350. Personally, sometimes you just like to see one go in. All right, 7-point teaser. What's 1 point? Yeah, as long as you win is a win. All right. Not financial advice. Early retirement. Join me, everybody, on the ride to enlightenment. My next lay is a little theme prop parlay, okay? Some people are looking for agendas. I like to call this one the receivers looking for revenge parlay, all right? Plus 1,156. I got 4 legs, everybody. The first one, CD Lamb. You cannot have 3 drops on opening night and think to beat the world champs. I think CD Lamb gets the Giants. All right, CD Lamb at home. He's gonna have a vengeance. He wants to prove to everybody that he is not that scrub that you saw in the fourth quarter last Thursday. Give me CD over 80 yards and a CD anytime touchdown plus 105. All right. Moving on, we have in the Chicago Bears Detroit Lions game. Now, like you might think, who's got revenge here? It's Amon-Ra St. Brown against his former coordinator, Ben Johnson. He wants to, Amon-Ra St. Brown is so cocky, and I love it. For a receiver, you need that type of mentality. He's going to want to give Ben Johnson the business. On top of that, the Lions laid an egg week 1 at Green Bay. They want to show that they can do it without Ben Johnson. Look for Amon-Ra St. Brown, 70 plus receiving yards at even money, okay? The next one is Seattle at Pittsburgh, and it's obvious. DK Metcalf going against his former team. He's going to go with guys like Devin Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. We kind of sold last week, so DK Metcalf might be salivating to get back at the team that didn't want to give him the extension and eventually traded him. All right, so DK Metcalf plus 60 yards. He did look good week 1. He did have a few drops, typical DK type hands, but Aaron Rodgers knows how to find his receivers, and something tells me that DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers combined are petty enough to want to show the Seattle Seahawks what they traded away. Give me that DK Metcalf 60 plus yards at even money. Parlay all of those together, 1,156. $100 will win you $1,156, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you also listened last week, the one parlay we did win is the just gotta see one go in parlay. For those on a cold streak, I'm talking heavy favorites, all right? You were getting 3 legs at total even money. We got Cleveland at Baltimore. We're taking Baltimore Ravens. I know they lost last week. They blew it in the fourth quarter, but this is Lamar Jackson. They look good. Derrick Henry, DeAndre Hopkins all of a sudden has hands again. Okay, give me the Ravens at home in their home opener minus 800. Now, next, we got the G-Men at Dallas. All right, like I said, we don't know what the G-Men are doing. No one knows what the G-Men are doing. Dallas at home, Brian Schottenheimer. He gets his first win at home. America's team, they get on track. And then the next one is Chicago at Detroit. Chicago, a little bit disappointing after the first drive. Yeah, not gonna lie, Caleb Williams doesn't look great. Give me Detroit in the home opener. They're going to beat their former OC, Ben Johnson. Okay. So Baltimore, Dallas, Detroit, 3 legs plus 112. Book it. Not financial advice, everybody. Good luck. Hi.